Well, New Year's peeve, Twitter going nuts over Carson Daly's decision to wear an NYPD cap during his New Year's coverage. David, among others, tweeting, as if there's not enough reason to hate Carson Daly, he's wearing an NYPD hat. Then there's Jazz, who writes, Carson Daly wearing an NYPD hat, another ignorant, privileged white man supporting police brutality on TV. Where are the I can't breathe shirts? Say it ain't so, Joe, as in my friend Joe Piscopo, and what is quickly becoming one of the hottest segments on this show for good reason. Joseph, do you think Carson Daly went over the line?
No, he did the right thing. Bravo, Carson Daly. Stop complaining. Outside this fine building, Neil Cavuto, there's a protest as we speak. And the big sign says, God hates Fox. And I don't even know what they're... You should know how God feels about MSNBC, though. I mean, so, but what are they... And then all the police are out there. All the cops... Security, excuse me, we're security. And so I said... They said, oh, Joe. I said, I'm going to see Neil Cavuto. They said, oh, come right in. Yeah, they love you. So I said to the cops, I said, what are they doing? I said, don't these people work? Don't they work? They're out there, and there's not a lot of them. There may be like 20 of them. What are they doing?
I guess there'll be more, right?
Wear the logo of the NYPD proudly. These are the folks that are in high crime areas. It's not the police that are gunning for young, black kids. It's not. They're just trying to keep the peace in tough areas.
Yeah, and why do you have to be anti-police?
I can't figure it. No one can figure it out. I don't figure it out because I see... You know what, Neil? We're Italian Americans, and everybody sees Cavuto, Val at the end of the name. We're very proud of you on TV like that. Now, there's some gangsters out there. Really? There's some gangsters out there.
Oh, as if that's a strange fact
listen,
to you.
So they're Italians.
Sure.
Rudy Giuliani, as U.S. attorney, shuts them down. Do you get mad at Rudy Giuliani for shutting them down?
Absolutely not.
You go, Rudy, get that guy, because it's the gangsters that are making us look bad. So you can't get mad at the police. They're just trying to keep the peace. It's really amicable. It's very pragmatic. It's nothing to get crazy about.
It was asinine. You're exactly right.
So you got to give Carson Daly credit for that, I think.
And any of my friendly gang members who watch the show, only Joe's
don't do
opinions. All right, meanwhile, next topic, ISIS. Did you see this? A man believed to be fighting with ISIS inadvertently broadcasting his movements within Syria by geotagging his own tweets. New Zealander Mark Taylor, shown here, not the brightest bulb, also known as Abu Abdul Rahman, apparently deleted 45 long-standing tweets after discovering, holy heck, they can discover where I am. But he's from New Zealand, so he wouldn't sound like that. All right. Are we overestimating the enemy here?
Yes, great question, Neil Cavuto, because as I've been following this, and I'm so concerned about this international terror situation, when you look at the swath of where ISIS takes over, this caliphate, it looks like a young child took a paintbrush and just on a blank piece of paper went up. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they're doing.
But, you could have said the same, Joey, about... the 9/11 terrorist. I mean, it was crude.
Good point.
It was they stumbled and executed. It came up okay, but it was not. These were not the smartest bulbs of the tree. So I'm just saying, do we risk underestimating them because a couple of them are stupid enough to tweet their position?
No, I think you shut them down because you're absolutely right. Because what you do, you inflame the Islamic fundamentalists. Those are the fringe. Right. And it's not unlike what we have here in the country with the protesters. You inflame the fringe and you have police assassinated. It happens the same thing with ISIS. If you inflame that fringe, it is going to be dangerous. But I think they could shut them down. I think you know what? You just go over there and knock them out. Get a small tactical strike force.
But they're all over the place.
Yeah, but you could... You know what? I don't think we're doing... When you talk to the generals, I talk to the generals on the radio, they say doable. We could get there. You put some boots on the ground. I don't know if I think there should be the Allied boots on the ground. And you go and you whack them. Whack them. I mean, again, see, I go to the Italian reference.
Why do you have to
because
bring this back to whacking?
Because it should be quiet. It shouldn't be, we're coming here to get you. It should be done, and the president should go, what happened? I don't know, and they'll be gone. I think it's very doable. Not to underestimate, the danger, but I think it's very doable.
Fair enough. All right, finally, topic here, a big blow-up after Big Bang Theory actress Kaylee Cuoco says that she is not a feminist, enjoys cooking for her husband. She has since apologized for the comments, arguing they were taken out of context, but I'm thinking, what's to apologize about? I don't mind cooking for my wife. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, I order out, but it's the same thing, right?
Could you introduce me to a woman like that? Because I could... I'm available very lonely. I need someone exactly like that.
But why did she have to apologize?
Well, because I'm a father of 3 daughters, you know, and I tell them, you don't need a man. I tell my young daughters this, you don't need a man. And when I hear someone say, serve your man, I like to serve my man, it makes me nervous as a father of daughters. And it just seemed a little condescending. And
but she's talking about just cooking him a meal.
Yeah,
Shut up.
No, I know my mother. Joseph, no one cooks a meal now? Did anyone cook for you? I said, Ma, have you met the women?
But she's not being Tammy Wynette here. I mean, you know, she's just saying, now and then I like to cook a nice meal and it makes him happy. And fine.
You know what? If she's happy to doing that, it's fine. But again, look at me, because I'm an old-fashioned guy, and I would die to meet a woman
no, you're
like
not.
that.
You worked on SNL. You're a big movie star.
No, I'm not. I would love to come home and have a woman say, look what I cooked for you. I would die of a coronary if that ever happened. I swear to God. Joe, I made you dinner. Wait, I'm dying here. But when I have daughters, I worry about the future, and I think that they should not be subservient to men. They really have to be independent.
But you're interpreting that as being subservient to someone if you just cook them a meal. If I, like I say, order out from my wife, as I often
for my
do.
daughters, that guy that they meet better cook my daughter the meal. You know what I'm saying?
Are you tough on the guys they bring home?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
A little bit.
You're not there greeting them with like a shotgun?
No. Yeah, I got a shovel and a gun, right?
No. What are your intentions?
Are you the same way? Are you? I
am indeed.
And I drive my poor 15-year-old crazy. But the guy, I like the kid. I like the kid now. But but I'm very, very cautious.
You would be
about
tough. You'd be a tough customer.
Well, just right. Yeah, and it's all. And you know what I love?
It's a meal, Joe.
I know, and it's tradition.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
No,
but
it's not tradition. It's a male or female. Sometimes I enjoy cooking a meal. Maybe, you know.
I guess so, but not.
Take a chill pill.
You know, she could do what she wants, but not my daughters. I just want.
Aaron, you agree with that? She's shaking her head. She doesn't want to answer.
I'll tell you. And I tell you what, if you asked me that before I had daughters, I would say, that's great. That makes tradition in the household. My mother always says that. The Italians, you know, the father works and then the mother cooks the meals. But when you have young daughters, you look at that, you want the empowerment of these young women. So it gets a little antsy.
You sound like Michelle Obama.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, Aaron said, this is the last time working on Cavuto's show.